Mathias Mpuuga came out to dance on Mwanga Kivumbi's grave when he came out to say the reason as to why he visited Mwanga Kivumbi in prison. We all know Mwanga Kivumbi is in prison. He's being charged for terrorism and other things. I don't want to speak about that case because I can be charged by sub judice. But when he was asked about those issues, he came out to say that the reason as why Mwanga Kivumbi is suffering is because he was abducted politically by the NUP. In fact, Mwanga Kivumbi, Mathias Mpuuga said these statements.
Nze nakitwala nti onayo Muwanga yafuuka muwambe eyawambibwa embeera gy'atategeera musajja wattu era nga bw'omulaba nga akutte omuzindaalo ng'ebigambo ebimufuluma si bya muntu ayimiridde nga bya muntu ali ku mudumo gw'emmundu. Fact bwe oyagala okuwa ekyokulabirako ekyamangu embeera ya onayo Muwanga gye yalimu efaanaganako n'eya onayo Sowanyana gye yalimu kwayogerera ebigambo ebitajjansa era yamala okubyogera abantu bamubuuza nti ebyogedde osobola bijulira nagamba bana embeera gye naddemu agitegedde.
That is Mathias Mpuuga. First of all, Mathias Mpuuga knows how to put words even if he's attacking someone. You clearly see that Mwanga Kivumbi going to massacre distorted. I think somehow it had a ripple effect in his election, but also even up to now he has never healed about Mwanga Kivumbi being at the opposition side. I think Mathias Walokaga believed that all his contenders in the Suvi group were going to join him. And trust me, if they had joined him, all of them would lose, because even those who never joined him lost because of longevity and other factors. So when he comes out to speak like that, because sometimes I was told that when someone speaks, don't listen to the words, listen to the spirit. You can see that the spirit of Mathias Mpuuga has never healed from Mwanga Kivumbi being in NUP and going in the constituency to the campaign. So the purpose of this video, I've come to talk about the comments of Mathias Mpuuga on Mwanga Kivumbi, what means for our politics, and most importantly, the study messages we can learn from the politics of our nation. But before I do this, I want to let you know that if you're new to this channel, please subscribe. And if you're watching this video from a different platform, please head on to YouTube, type in Sula Mawagari. There's a lot of content of this nature. If geopolitics and economics is what you want, this will be definitely the right channel for you to subscribe to. First of all, one of the greatest flops of all seasons in the 21st century in the Ugandan politics is DF. Because the courage they were speaking with, you could think that they are going to get very many members of parliament. Even me personally, I thought that even if they fail, at least the incumbent Mathias Mpuuga was going to emerge winner because he had the resources. In fact, it's the first campaign where he spent a lot of money. I'm from Masaka personally. Okay? That's my rural home. But he used a lot of money, but he was defeated by a person who never used money. So I think when he sat down to see the reason as to why he lost, part of the reason, of course, was the NUP, but also his long-time friend Mwanga Kivumbi going their constituency to the campaigning, because Mwanga Kivumbi went with Honorable Namboze to go to the people. But at the end of the day, that is the politics. Okay? Mathias Mpuuga should understand that in politics there's no permanent enemies and there's no permanent friends. Go read in history. It is the truth. Time reached when Mwanga Kivumbi is the NUP Uganda president. And I think under his sleeve he had, where it is possible, he had to campaign for everyone. Even in dark spots like Masaka, where the former leader of opposition, Mathias Mpuuga and Abedi Wanka, he had to campaign for them. The same way when Mathias Mpuuga was the leader of opposition, he used to campaign for other people, even if he had friends from other parties like Samujunganda, but NUP filled the candidates against Samujunganda. That is politics. That is the reality of politics. Sometimes party politics. Okay? So when Mpuuga speaks like that, you clearly see that he's still annoyed from Mwanga. And nevertheless, Mpuuga adds no value. Mwanga is not a lawyer. Because Mwanga Kivumbi is represented by Segona Midadi and the Lord Mayor Elias Lukwago. Mpuuga just went to you clearly see that he just went there to make news. Okay? He just went there to make news. In fact, he continued to say this.
Yero ito mukyaza akolumu wano najja n'abulya bannayuganda ebyafaayo ebyo.
Ono Basewanyana.
Sewanyana. Kakati embeera ona Basewanyana gye yalimu nga bamwogeza eby'ensumattu. Ye mu muganda wange Muwanga gye yali ayitamu musajja wa Katonda.
Nga munoonya akalolo.
Nga tunoonya ne mulaba ne musaasira. Naye nze mu bukulu bwange ne mmanya nti ono tiyetaaga kunyiyigira yeetaaga buyambi. Amazima agali nti n'okusalawo ogenda okulaba Honora Muwanga. Nakuba kuba nange nene ewaka. Abaana bange bambuuzanga nti anko Kivumbi wagenzeko okumulaba mu kkomera. Abamawulire simanyi kye mwanjagazanga buli nabeeranga bambuuzanga gundi yakogeddeko bw'ati waki gwe tomuddamu nambuuza tewamuwulidde kakati nze sifaana bwe ntyo ndi wanjawulo. Honora Muwanga yagenda naki kikyayina abaamutumanga okukola byakola nga batadde ku mudumo gw'emmundu literally bo baagenda naki. Era njagala ebituuse ku muganda waffe oyo tuleke mubanga abamu abamuyeeya nedda si kituufu. Era ndowooza bwe yalaba abantu bawangadde nabo bakuze nabo yafuna emirembe mu mutima n'amanya nti tali yekka. Ekyo kyali kigenderere tekyali kyakukola bya bufuzi bya ennaku ze kimuyita okulabisa. N'ekirala nga njagala kiyamba abantu baffe okuggyawo okuwalaŋŋana okw'ekisiru.
That is Matthias Mpuuga. So for me, you clearly see that the statements of Matthias Mpuuga is still annoyed about Muwanga, but that is the nature of politics. That's the nature. Okay. Because for you to come out and say, I visited him, that's what I was supposed to do in the NUP, he was abducted, he was put on gunpoint to do such things, it's not true. And I think it also pained him to be replaced by Mwanga Kivumbi as the deputy president in Masaka. It is the truth. But of course, one thing for sure is leaders emerge. The Subi group, the reason why the Subi group lost miserably, almost all of them, is they gave hope to the region, most especially in Buganda, that they are going to be the leaders from the region, at least amongst them. And it was almost 20 years down the road, they were not producing presidential candidates, yet they were supporting others. When Bobi Wine emerged, so for them to see one of them going against a leader that has emerged from Buganda, it was a sign of hypocrisy. That's why they had to discipline them. Of course, it's my opinion, remains truly Mr. Makindi, Kavi Sulaiman Mawagari. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe, like, and comment so that I can be motivated to do more of such videos. I will see you on another one. Peace.